Good morning, and welcome back to My Dirty Kitchen. This morning we're going to be preparing French toast. Now, French toast is my mother's favorite breakfast food, I believe. A lot of times we go to Cracker Barrel or somewhere like that and have French toast, and sometimes I prepare it here. So French toast is really simple to make. It gets a little complicated when you're trying to do it outside if you only have a grill, but I have a griddle for my grill. Now, if you've never seen one of these griddles, you can buy them in a lot of places in smaller sizes. I have one that's really big enough to fit my grill, and it's really great for cooking things like French toast, and there's other things you'll see in other segments that'll really show you the uses you'd have for something like this. So I'm going to jump back real quick. I'm going to try and make this a short video and just tell you, how I make French toast to grill outside. You need some very simple ingredients. You need bread. I use sourdough bread for my French toast. You need eggs. I have some eggs here. You need a little milk, and we've got my milk here. And then and that's about it. Some people like to season their French toast. They might put some cinnamon in there, some sugar, or maybe even some vanilla extract. There's a lot of things you can put in it to make it better, or give it some kind of different flavor. But we're kind of purists here. We're just going to do the eggs and milk. The math is really simple. I'm going to cook 8 slices of French toast this morning. So to do that, I'm going to use 8 eggs. And then after we beat the eggs, and then we look at the milk, then I'll show you kind of how I measure how much milk ends up in those eggs before we start to dip it in the French toast. So I'm just going to pull my eggs back out of my bowl here. I'm going to get something here to really beat the eggs with, and I like a fork. This is really a big serving fork, but this will be perfect for what I'm doing here. So I'm just going to start breaking those eggs. Now I'm just going to beat these eggs until they're pretty well mixed in. All the yolks are broken, and just beat to a fine egg mixture here. I guess you could use egg beaters or something like that if you're trying to be more health conscious. But as you can see, I love to cook and love to eat, and I'm not quite as health conscious as a lot of people are. So, all right. So we have these eggs all beaten nicely now, nice and smooth. There's no big, pieces of white or yolk in there now, and I'm going to look again to make sure that I've gotten a good no shell in there. And I can see here from my measure on this bowl that I have about 2 cups of egg there. So I'm just going to add half again. So half again would be, if there's 2 cups, I'm going to add 1 cup of milk to it, using my measure as a guide. There we go. And my griddle is heating up nicely over here. A lot of people like bacon with French toast. I really like prosciutto. Now, prosciutto is an Italian ham. You can find it a lot of places. It looks a little like bacon, but because it's ham, because it's really ham. Let me move this out of the way so you can see this. Because it's ham, it's already pre-cooked. So all we need to do is heat that up this morning, and do that. It's not as fatty as bacon, and it's probably a little healthier than bacon. Try prosciutto instead of bacon with your breakfast one morning. I think you'll find that it's a really good replacement, and I use prosciutto in place of bacon a lot. So we have this prosciutto. So I'm cooking 8 slices of French toast this morning, and most of those I'm going to cook all at one time. I'm going to have on the grill at one time. For our purposes here, I'm just going to reach in the middle of this loaf and pull out these 8 slices of bread so they're all uniform. Set the rest of this loaf out of the way. Now I have this big serving tray that I really like to use when I'm cooking French toast, because it lets me put several slices in at once and brush it, or make sure not brush it, but make sure it's soaked well with the egg and milk mixture. Then I can actually carry this tray over to the griddle on the grill, and pour, or not pour, but put the slices of bread, right on the griddle all at once, so they start to get ready, so they start to get done all at the same time, just like this. I can normally get about 6 slices in here, and 6 is fine. So I'm going to lay them all out there on one side, and then just turn them back over. So I'll really have 2 slices falling behind. Now, those 2 slices are just in case we're really hungry. I don't think either one of us ever eat that much French toast, but okay. So while those are setting in the egg mixture, I'm going to check on my griddle. I'm going to get my clean cloth here and just wipe this down after it's heated up. Now the thing about a griddle like this is you can't let it get too hot. You can get these in all different sizes, but they're usually made out of stainless steel, and if you let these get over like 400 degrees, then stainless could warp. So it's not really a good thing for it to get hot. The other thing I'm doing over here, getting ready for cooking this, is I've got some butter in a small pot here and a brush, and I'm melting this butter over heat on the side of my grill so that I can use it to coat my griddle and that kind of thing. I'm going to go ahead and get ready. One of the things I'm going to do while we're cooking the French toast is to put the prosciutto on the griddle and just let it warm up. Now we don't need to cook it; it's already pre-cooked. But I'm just going to put it on here and let it warm up. My butter here is brushing on, is browning just a little bit when I put it on there. That's perfect. But as soon as I drop the French toast on here, the egg is going to cook into the bread, really thoroughly. So, and the griddle is going to cool down some more. So there we go. We've got those 6 slices on there. Move my thermometer over a little more. Leave room for 2 more slices. Just wipe that spot off there. And then I'm going to soak my other 2 slices here in the rest of the mixture. Okay, brush a little more butter here on the griddle. Those slices of bread right here. And put our last 2 slices on there. And finally, wipe my hands off here. I'm going to put some butter over here on the other edge of the griddle. Just enough to keep it from sticking. Then I'll lay my prosciutto over here on the griddle just to heat it up. You hear that pan really start to bubble there a little bit. Get a few slices laid out here. Hard to tell apart because it's really thin, sliced really thin, but it's okay, we'll get it there. And now our French toast is going to be ready to turn. I wish you could see this. If I had a real studio here, you could see just how beautifully golden brown this French toast is there on this griddle. turn the prosciutto over here. This part I laid down first. Let it warm all the way across. And then while it's cooking, I'm going to dump the egg mixture off of my platter and just wash it real quickly so that I can pull the food off back onto this platter. To dry it off well, let's get a clean towel here. Because for about everything I do here, I don't necessarily use paper towels. I use paper towels when I'm coming into contact with food, but I buy these. It's what they call bar mops by the couple of dozen. Again, from Sam's Club. You can probably find them at any discount house, and they really they're inexpensive. You can get I think 3 dozen for about $12, and they work a whole lot better than paper towels usually. Okay, have our prosciutto off. I'm going to turn these last 2 pieces of French toast I dropped on. So they're getting close to done. So what I'm going to do here as I finish this French toast is I'm going to butter it pretty liberally from my melted butter. Now we won't have to cut any butter to put on this when we put it on our plates, because I'm taking care of that right now. All we'll be doing is adding some syrup. It's browning up nicely on the bottom now. I'm getting ready to start to pull this off. French toast and prosciutto on a grill. It's My Dirty Kitchen. Have a great day.